Grand Risings and happy Monday or whatever day it is, because I do believe that whatever day or time this message gets you is the perfect divine time. So I'm Nina with Mystic Tarot by Nina, and this is going to be the week ahead message for this week, January 18th through the 23rd. So we are entering this week, the 18th, which 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 in numerology is a number of wisdom. It's a number of growth. 9 is a number of understanding and philosophy. So we are going in with this energy, going towards 23, which 5 is a number of adaptability. It's a lot of energy. It is a number of competition, competitiveness, communication, even rebellion. So that is what we are needing to be mindful of this week. Also, this week we are not only entering Aquarius season, ending Capricorn season, no shade, but we are also entering the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will go retrograde on the 30th. So we are in the shadow phase now, which means that we can get some of those quirky energy from Mercury. So that means miscommunications, delays, issues with any electronics or cars, exes coming out of nowhere. I will do a video to go a little bit more in depth. Also, the other thing is that we have the North Node of Gemini, which is also in retrograde. So what this means is for the North and South Node, it really to me is the most important part of the astrology. You would need to do your birth chart in order to find that. But the North Node being in Gemini is retrograde. So this could be, again, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Issues with communication, delays with communication, a need for a new scenery, travel, but also delays in that. So that is the energy that is surrounding us, but it's like also a need to explore, to level up, okay, is the overall incentive of that Gemini North Node retrograde. The other thing that I wanted to do is start this off with, also, if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to my page, like this video, share it with a friend. Every click counts, every little bit matters. I'm appreciative and grateful for it, or I'm even grateful for the thumbs down. Whatever you got, I'm grateful for, okay? So we're going to get into this message, starting off with my astrology dice, just to get the overall, what the most important thing that we need to know about this week. Okay, so, we have the 12th house, we have Aries, and we have the sun. Okay, so what this energy, what this means for the most important part of our energy this week, or what we need to know this week, especially with Aries, meaning that we are going to be entering this week maybe feeling competitive, maybe fighting urges of impulse, especially with us starting this week off with an Aries crescent moon. The moon being in Aries, there's definitely heightened chances of us being impulsive, heightened chances of it, competitiveness, even jealousy, especially with the 12th house being the situation. So 12th house is all about endings and beginnings. For some of you guys, I could feel like this could be endings to relationships, or especially jobs. And with this Gemini thing, it's like a need to like move on, to travel, to level up, to have a new change of scenery. And then this is followed by the sun. So the sun is all about how it affects our life. The sun is about expansion. It is about happiness, new beginnings. And the sun often does come after the rain. So I always say, like, weeping may endure for a night, joy comes in the morning. So I feel like with some of this energy right now, some of you guys could be coming out of a hard time. And I feel like, you know, there's a peak in the horizon, okay? So getting into the energy cards for this week, the message. The first card that I have here is a throat chakra, again, number 5. So this is an energy of communication. The frequency of the throat chakra supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. So there is a need for communication in order to bring peace and balance into our environments, into our lives. Like I said, whether this be with career, relationship, some sort of a change. This is crossed by universal love number 44. So it says the frequency of universal love activates our connection that we feel each other to our planet and to the whole world of existence. With this universal love, I feel like this symbolizes a synchronicity or a sign that we have been seeking as far as like to make a change, to take this leap. And I definitely feel like there's universal love as far as, yes, that is the sign that you've been looking for if you see it this week, but not only just that, go ahead and know that there's universal love. There's love everywhere. And to always take a leap because, you know what I mean? You will, when we take a leap, God protects the fools that are courageous enough to do that. So know that there's always protection in those. There's universal love with those that are courageous enough to follow their heart. So I have the universal cards for this week as far as the energy that we need to be aware of. This is starting off with the energy of Uranus. So Uranus is it is ruled by Aquarius. It is a quirky energy, is about authenticity, rebellion, change, being, eccentric. So this card says the unusual example of a different way of looking at or an unexpected change. So know that there's going to be an unexpected change coming in this week. But for some of you, I don't feel like it's necessarily unexpected. This is it could be unexpected for the other party. But this could be a communication that has been brewing or waiting for the perfect moment, okay? So this is crossed by the North Node, which what I said before with Gemini being North Node. So this is an energy that is definitely relative right now. Okay, so this says have faith in, don't worry about, now is the time too. So this is about you having faith in your dreams, having faith in your curiosity as far as like why something or someone has piqued your interest. And knowing that now is the time to take that leap. Have faith in the universe, that the universe is going to support this endeavor. And don't worry about things that are not your business. A lot of times, like when God puts something on our hearts, on our spirits, as far as something to do, we come up with so many excuses that are unnecessary because everything that we're worrying about has already been taken care of. It's just a matter of, are you going to do it or are you not? Okay? So have faith in that. And then finally, I have the 12th house, which the 12th house is about endings, beginnings, change, the hidden realm, which was what that other dice was. 12th house is about that change, secrets. So it says seeking oneness with all there is. Philanthropy. So philanthropy is the act of, or going towards other people's wellness or helping other people. Keep your involvement hidden. So with this, I feel like this could be a moving in silence because there could be competition moving around or gossip moving around. But it's also knowing that if that is already going around, have faith in that whatever is yours is yours. It cannot be taken from you. It could be delayed, and maybe that delay was meant for for you to learn a lesson in the meantime. So the fortune card that I have for as far as the outside influence, it says gift. So I feel like this is a universal love, a gift from the universe for whatever communication, whatever unexpected change you choose to take a leap at. I'm gonna pull some of my chakra cards, and then we're gonna get into the past influence energy. So what I have for right here, I have soulmate, perfection, and despotence. So with this soulmate and perfection, I feel like, this could be, a relationship in regards to a relationship. But also with the soulmate card, this could be about, your soul aligning with, its path and purpose. But this is crossed by perfection. So a lot of times, like I said before, we're waiting for this perfect moment. Know that the perfect moment is now. Know that with the soulmate card, this is about alignment coming in, and grace and a gift coming in, like all of the things that you need coming in, as long as you communicate and have that trust. With this Destiny card, I feel like this is about you taking that time to truly trust your intuition. This card is the indigo because it has to do with that vision. It has to do with the crown chakra. So it's about you having a vision that, you know, you can only intersee or understand. And instead of waiting for someone else to make it happen, or waiting for, you know, the universe to do it, it's like you have to take steps too. Yes, we can manifest things all day, but we have to take steps. We have to make intentions towards those things, or else, you know what I mean? For much is given, much is required, right? So getting into the past influences that we have for this week, I have patience crossed by hope. So know that the past influences here was about you knowing now, or understanding that this was an energy of something that you needed to be patient. There was a need for growth. You having to trust with that hope. Trust the process. But also with this hope card, I see like the lemons, and then I see a bird. Those lemons to me make me feel like what? Like when life gives you lemons. So it's like there's hope there, as far as like part of your manifestation might have started to come in, or there might have been, things finally coming in. But also with that bird, I feel like there's a message as far as whatever this opportunity, or whatever, you know what I mean, this come up, or something better. Because it's like with that, I feel like it's not the full manifestation, it's an ingredient. You know what I mean? Like you prayed for the cake and you got the ingredients, okay? So there's hope as far as like you're getting those ingredients, but as far as how you choose to take those messages, how you choose to perceive the situation, okay? And that perception has to do with that patience and that growth, like trusting the process. So the messages that I have here from my Thoth deck, I have the Ace of Discs. So this is about new beginnings and money. This is about you taking a step out on faith towards expansion, even a new job offer. And for some of you with that hope, that with this job offer, this could be something that has a lot of potential, but maybe you don't see it now. Maybe it's still small, because especially with this Ace of Wands, I feel like this is about a new passion. So this could be someone's new endeavor, or even like if this is you taking a leap of faith towards an entrepreneurial thing. There's a lot of passion in this new beginning, a lot of, power, especially with these ones. So it's like this is you needing to have it completely, that Gemini wanting to be cured. Even if you think you know it, know that there's always a different way to know it as well. So be open to any type of information. And then finally here with this message, I have the Art card, which is Trumps, and this card represents temperance, okay? So this is Sagittarius in energy. So this is all about integration. This is about balance. This is about alchemy. This is about being creative. Taking, for some of you guys, this is about taking different elements or different things that you've experienced and formulating something great, or formulating a different plan, okay? Here, the outside influence I have is Judge. So, with this Judge card, this could also be Libra energy, but with this, I feel like what you need to know is that, like, when it comes to your path and purpose, this is, my understanding with that life path, we're one soul. We come here with a purpose. When we don't complete it, you come back. That's hell. So it's like with this Judge, this is about you taking this opportunity, going towards it passionately, and not worrying about what anybody in the physical world has to say about it, because at the end of the day, God is the only one that could judge you, has the final say. That's who you need to be worrying about impressing, not any physical or outside influences. Keep that in mind. This is about you finally taking this step onto your path, and knowing that like this past influences have been the undoing of what was never yours. For some of you, I don't know who that was for. So getting into what you need to know and the outside influences here. So I have the Heart Chakra card, Number 4. So 4s are about our foundation. They're about authority. They're about our heart space. So physically, this is about our heart space, things that we love. And prosperity begins. So I feel like this is about us taking a leap of faith towards our heart and knowing that, yes, this is still a foundational period, but prosperity begins when you get in your lane, when you step out on faith, when you are living and doing what you're supposed to do. Like, you're going to start to see, especially with this humor card, you're going to start to see how much of a sense of humor that God has, how things are connected. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. But also with the lighter side of life, I feel like even if you have challenges, you'll know, you have the knowing of, I know that I'm being challenged because I'm being enhanced. And I know, you know what I mean? There's humor with this where it's like, wow. It also makes me feel like there's a laughing where it's like, it's so funny how things work out, or it's so funny how things flow when you are doing and living in your purpose, okay? The other lesson card that I have here is change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, which brings us back to this Despotence card, okay? So you can want things all day, you can manifest things all day, but it doesn't matter, it doesn't count without the action, it doesn't matter or count without the trust or the belief, okay? So if you want to have change. If you want different things, you got to do different things. So know that the universe is supporting your passion. It's supporting, what your heart is set on, love or career. It just takes you to have that belief and that trust to go towards it. And especially like with this Gemini energy, this is you needing to take a closer look. For some of you, you might, I don't know, I feel like thank God I didn't get what I thought I wanted. You might need to look closer towards that. But also with that Aquarius energy that we're coming into, and with that Aries energy, this is about like really persevering towards any challenges, persevering towards, what the naysayers have to say, okay? So what you need to do. Right here I have accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and to others. So for some of you, this communication, this throat chakra thing has to do with you taking accountability. Sometimes for some of you guys, this was the moment where it's like when you say sorry, when you actually truly are sorry, when you actually really mean it, taking time to really see, the effects and what you, the impact of what you did or what happened. And the gift that taking that accountability brings to your life, okay? And what you need to do, I got no, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So, like I said, with the retrograde coming in, Mercury retrograde, there is a lot of miscommunications with certain things, especially with travel, anything like that. So know that, 2 things. Don't rush things. Secondly, if something doesn't work out, trust in divine detours, okay? If things are not flowing, it's not meant to be. Also, with us coming into Mercury retrograde, we don't need to be like making any type of major plans, making any major purchases, starting any type of new endeavors. This is really the time to just pause and maybe be in the planning process, okay? Especially with Aries, that impulse energy. Be mindful of being impulsive this week. Starting off this week, because, be mindful of it. So here I have the Council of Life, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. So this I feel like is really saying as far as what you need to do. This is about you seeking the counsel of the light, you seeking your spirit guide, seeking your higher self. And that's what that pause is saying no. It's because it's like you need divine intervention. You need spiritual intervention because... especially here with this rituals, healing connection, heart chakra. So it's like, maybe there's something that you, like I said, potential or something that you haven't seen because your heart space is blocking it. So work on that foundation as far as like clearing, remember ending, letting any ending that you need to happen so that prosperity can begin, so you can have a new beginning, a new way of doing things. Healing connection to the heart chakra. Take time to have any type of self-love rituals or anything that you do that makes you happy, makes you laugh, especially with that humor card. Like being able to, laughing could be therapeutic. Being able to, watch a stand-up comedy, whatever you need to do to switch your vibration. The other thing here is listen with your heart. You're listening, but you need to hear with a loving heart. So what you need to be doing this year is, this week, but also this year, actually. What you need to be doing this week, though, is listening to understand. Not listening to respond, okay? But listening to understand. There's a difference between like knowing what someone says and feeling what they say. And that is what Spirit is supporting here. So I'm going to pull a few more. So dissipating. So with this dissipating card, So this dissipating card, I really feel like, again, this is energy supporting you to be courageous, to take a leap of faith, to stop waiting for a perfect moment, to stop existing and start living. Because that's what's going to help you through your grief, dealing with, going after what your heart desires, okay? There is gratitude that you will have when you give birth to this idea, when you give life to this idea. But not only that, when you trust in your intuition. God speaks to our intuition. So those intuitive downloads, those things that it's like, I don't know where I got that. That sounds crazy. That doesn't sound crazy. That's exactly what you needed to know. Here, the outside influence here that I have is jealousy. So what you need to do is be mindful of jealousy. Be mindful of any type of behaviors that you might have that are jealous, because jealousy, it blocks the flow of abundance, and it is counterproductive. Well, you know what I mean? While you're worrying about why they have this or why they're doing that, you could be having and doing or working towards, okay? So I'm going to pull 3 moon cards. And then get into our ancestor and animal message for the week. So the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. So the full moon is coming up, I think, end of the month. So towards the end of the month, the full moon coming in, I feel like is that energy, because we are coming out of Capricorn season. And I feel like with Capricorn season, a lot of us have really gotten more organized and having that leadership energy towards those things, or towards that like Aquarius rebellious energy. Surrender to the divine. So this is telling you surrender to your intuition, surrender to, that feeling or what it is, whatever it is that's been bothering you or nagging at you, surrender to it. Give it to God, release it. Allow the universe to make magic for you out of the situation. Like, all it takes is trust. And finally, moon card I've got here is new moon eclipse. Expect a powerful change. So we just had a new moon, and I believe we've had several eclipses. But I feel like there have been several situations that have impacted God towards something bigger. And I feel like there's going to be, with this next new moon, I feel like with this full moon that is coming in, because of this last full moon, new moon, whatever you release, I feel like there's going to be a powerful change as far as an opportunity, something of that nature. But just be mindful and aware of that Mercury retrograde as far as like how you move towards it, okay? So the ancestor message that I have for you is the snake shed old skin. So release anything that no longer serves you. Know that anything that you release is going to be replaced, okay? The snake sheds its skin. It doesn't have nothing when it's underneath it. It has a new skin, okay? So a new layer. There's always enough. There's always something more. So don't be afraid to let go. Here I have the warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. Strong in your path and in your purpose. Stand strong in the vision that only God gave you. And also understand that When you do take this leap of faith, everybody isn't going to understand that vision. God only gave it to you, and it's not for everybody to understand. And when a lot of people stepped out on their endeavors, nobody understood. Thomas said it. All those people were probably like, you're crazy. Until you do it. You crazy until you do it. Remember that, okay? And then I have the Stargazer. For some of you guys, this says set your sights higher. For some of you guys, like I was saying, trust in divine detours. Sometimes it's not that the answer is no, it's that there's something better, there's something more, there's patience needed, there's growth needed, okay? Because this is a hopeful situation. Even though some of you might not have felt hopeful in the past, there's hope there, okay? And then final spirit, number 50, and it says overcome any obstacle. I'm going to read this one from the book because I absolutely love this book and the messages that it has. So the oracle message says, overcome any obstacle. We always have a choice to press ahead. The rhino spirit's strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows that there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When the rhino spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways, by going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Allow rhino spirit with creativity and no obstacle can stand. For you have magic to make and many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. The rhino spirit wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting to what you desire, it means that something much better is coming. Keep in mind that when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now, the Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. The appearance of an obstacle in front of you offers you a choice to barrel into it and bang your head, or to find the easiest way around it and don't fight it. Are you exhausted by your efforts to break through an obstacle? Are you stubbornly insisting that there is only one way to remove it from your path? The rhino spirit is here to tell you that sometimes the answer is no, and sometimes it's no, not yet. And sometimes it's no, not the way that you think it should be. Be open to new possibilities, and you will find other options begin to appear. Not every conflict is worth engaging in, and not every obstacle is worth resisting head on. Don't waste energy banging your head against the wall. So with that being said, going into this week hopeful, knowing that the universe has your back, trusting in the universe, not allowing anybody to inflict your energy with any type of jealousy or discourage you towards your dreams, okay? Persevere, all right? You've got this. Drink your water, mind your business, wear your mask, and did you subscribe and like this video? Comment if this message resonates. Check back with me if you want to let me know that it resonated later on this week. I love you so much. God bless. Ashe. Boom.